Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com. From patient to volunteer, a local woman survives a life-threatening heart attack and is now giving back. And a new era for Victoria Public Safety. The city prepares to cut the ribbon on its brand new headquarters. Plus, charges dropped, but questions remain after an ICE agent shoots a school teacher.
And this morning, believe it or not, we have a little bit of rain to talk about out there, but after the rain's said and done, we're going to be warming up for the rest of this week back in the 80s, and then we have more storms on Valentine's Day. All that in the weather coming up.
And Victoria East and West softball teams open up their 2026 season openers versus Cal Allen and Ingleside. We'll look at both of these games later on in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning, halfway through the week, and we're almost halfway through February.
We are, and you know what I'm going to do today to get over this congestion?
Yeah, she's got little sniffles this morning.
I'm going to buy like a big thing of chicken noodle soup.
Oh.
And I'm going to drink water all day, and I'm going to take lots of naps.
She's going to take that bowl and just go... just crush it.
Well, with some tissues close by.
Hey, that's a good idea. Well, if some of y'all are waking up with the same kind of thing, I was actually sick earlier on Monday morning. Well, it's kind of that season. It's kind of, we have a little bit of stuff happening in the atmosphere out there. It's just kind of some of that kind of sickness sitting in the air. But what is also in the air, thankfully, is some rain this morning. Let's talk about that. We haven't seen this in a while. We're looking at your radar. You can see we have most of our rain is kind of concentrated in our eastern counties, or at least it was about 20 minutes ago. But we're looking at more forming probably over the next hour, maybe 2 hours or so, because of a cool front, which we'll talk about in just a second. Looking at Victoria County, I am a little bit upset this morning because my house is right around there, and I just got completely missed by the rain. So I hope y'all saw some rain this morning, because it just missed me. My grass is very dead and dry, unfortunately. Now, like I said, Eastern County is looking at a little bit of that scattered activity, also up there near Hallettsville, but just south of y'all, also just northeast of Cuero. Got a little shower happening there, but we're seeing the rain, like I said, because technically speaking, we have a cool front. It's right about here. We'll talk more on that later, because what we also have this morning is some patchy fog. So if you're hitting the roads this morning, please stay safe. Maybe grab a light jacket. It's a tad cool, but later today, we're going to clear up and look really nice. Those details next.
A local resident is currently thriving as a DTAR volunteer after suffering a heart attack. Patty Seaver says she felt a sharp pain in her chest and was immediately transported to DTAR North. Seaver says she was informed that she would only have a small chance of survival if she didn't make it to the hospital.
I'm very grateful that was near DTAR North and got there in time. So didn't really have time to think at the moment. You just know something's wrong, but you need to pay attention to any kind of signs.
Severs encourages people to pay attention to their body, as it could be the difference between life and death. The ribbon cutting is set for the City of Victoria's new public safety headquarters. It'll start at 10 a.m., the ceremony will, on February 25th. That's at 2525 North Main Street. Construction started in February 2024. And the Victoria Police Department, including 911 dispatch, the municipal court, the fire department administration, including the fire marshal's office, will all be at the 70,000 square foot facility. Body camera video has been released from a shooting involving a federal agent in Chicago. Here's ABC's Rena Roy with more on the school teacher who was shot 5 times. A word of caution, some viewers may find the footage disturbing.
Newly released body camera video sheds light on the shooting of a Chicago school teacher by a federal agent.
We're going to make contact and we're boxed in. We are boxed in. All
right, we're following now. All right, out of the car.
Be advised, we've been struck.
Back in October, Marimar Martinez says she was following immigration agents, honking her horn to warn neighbors of their presence. New video shows what happened next.
All right, it's time to get aggressive and get out, because they're trying to box us in. We're going to make contact and we're boxed in. We are boxed in.
All right, we're following now. All All right, out of the car.
Be advised, we've been struck. We've been struck.
In the video, you hear agents saying they've been struck before the driver, Customs and Border Protection agent Charles Exum, gets out and opens fire.
She had already hit my vehicle. We got out to defend. She came forward, and that's when I opened up on her.
Martinez was shot 5 times. She was later arrested at the hospital. Homeland Security claimed Martinez rammed her car into the agent's vehicle, a claim her lawyer denied. But prosecutors charged her with assault. Text messages show the agent appeared to brag about shooting Martinez, saying, quote, "I fired 5 rounds and she had 7 holes. Put that in your book, boys." But weeks after the incident, the government asked a judge to drop the charges.
These agents were lying about what happened. Ms. Martinez never rammed anybody. These agents hit Ms. Martinez. These agents jumped out and shot Ms. Martinez, a U.S. citizen.
Despite the case being dismissed, Homeland Security continued to call Martinez a domestic terrorist. At a congressional hearing last week, she said she just wants an apology. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
To the Olympics now in Milan Cortina on Tuesday, the U.S. more than doubled its medal count, though it has only taken home just 2 gold medals so far. The U.S. is 5th overall on the medals table. ABC's Alex Stone reports on the latest action at the Winter Games.
Tuesday in Italy carried a lot of weight for Team USA. Weight in all of the medals the U.S. won. No gold, but their biggest medal day yet. The U.S. winning 3 silver and 2 bronze. And there were firsts. Curling duo Corey Dropkin and Corey Tesi, the first Americans ever to medal in curling mixed doubles at the Olympics. And Tesi is the first U.S. woman to ever win a curling medal, saying after their victory,
"It's huge to be on that podium." And I told Corey when we were walking out to the podium that, you know, at the beginning of the season, if you would have told us that we would be walking away from the Olympics with a silver medal, we'd be really proud of ourselves.
And in cross-country skiing, Ben Ogden, the first American since 1976 to medal in the cross-country men's sprint. He took home a silver medal and celebrated with a backflip.
Let's go USA!
The U.S. women continuing their domination in hockey for a second straight day with another shutout, beating rival Canada 5-0. The U.S. women are undefeated at the Olympics in the group play round.
I think it just shows, our consistency, sticking to our game. Really all 4 lines can make something happen, and just wearing teams down and really just playing to our identity.
He's called the quad god, Ilya Malinin, taking the top spot in men's figure skating short program. He pulled off a nearly perfect quad flip, putting the 21-year-old from Northern Virginia in a perfect place to try for gold on Friday. Also skating Friday, Maxim Naumov, who lost his parents in the mid-air crash over the Potomac just a year ago. After his Olympic debut on Tuesday, he said he was guided by them and felt their presence. USA! USA! Friends back home in Boston cheering him on. On the slopes, Team USA's Jacqueline Wiles and Paula Moltzen taking the bronze in the Alpine women's team combined event. On Wednesday, a big name returns. U.S. snowboarder Chloe Kim begins to defend her 2018 and 2022 medals in halfpipe. It's just a qualifying round ahead of the finals on Thursday. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:38 on our Wednesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next. Relevant degree programs for local students. A local university president explains how they plan to adapt to community needs.
Breaking new developments in the search for Nancy Guthrie. Authorities say they detained, then released a person overnight. I'm Nicole D'Antonio with the latest on the investigation.
And also coming up next after the break and the short-term forecast, we might have a little bit of rain out there this morning, but later today we're going to clear up and look at a beautiful afternoon. So coming up next, we'll look at see when the rain is done. Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy Weather Wednesday. And then let me tell you, it's a happy Weather Wednesday indeed, because we are seeing something that we have not seen in a long time. Rain. It's a little bit of light rain, so it's nothing to get head over heels for, because we would really appreciate some moderate to heavy rain, which might be here this weekend, which we'll talk about later. Now, looking again at your radar, like I said, most of the rain is kind of over there in our eastern counties, but we're starting to see an uptick in our northern counties of DeWitt, Lavaca, a little bit in Gonzales County as well. All that thanks to, like I said earlier, our technical cool front that is kind of sinking south. You can see it right here if I zoom north. Right there, that is the cool front. I say it's a cool front because temperatures behind it are just a few degrees cooler and the dew points are a little bit drier as well. So behind that front, which you can kind of see on satellite thanks to our mid-level low system spinning kind of clockwise over Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana, behind the front, you can see our skies are starting to clear up, which means our clouds are going to clear up, same with the rain, and we're looking at some sunshine this afternoon, which you'll see in here in just a second. So here's 7 a.m. on your future tracker, just about half an hour from now, maybe 20 minutes. Looking at a little bit more rain picking up with that front sinking south. Here's 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So the rain that's going to be with us right now, that'll be with us for the morning time. Coverage is at 30%, but that'll cut off around 11 a.m. Noontime and the rest of the afternoon, we're looking at partly cloudy and then mostly sunny by 6 p.m. And that sunshine coming out later will warm us up. I'm thinking mid and upper 70s for high temperatures this afternoon. So get out there and enjoy that. That's pretty nice because the rest of the week we're going to be looking warm in the 80s before we have another chance at storms on Valentine's Day. And that's coming next.
Last night, Victoria East and West softball teams opened up their 2026 season openers, both playing at the U Sports Complex. And Lady Titans open up versus the 4A Division I state champs from last year in the Calallen Wildcats. And again, they started off hot, though, for Calallen in this game. They would get a triple from the gate here from number 20, Addison Juarez. And again, it would be kind of setting the tempo. They were up 1-0 in this game. And then later on, after she got on base here for the triple, again, she would then score on a pass ball opportunity. And Calallen would take the early, their 2-0 lead back in the third inning. Then later on in this inning, how about Braylon Bailey gets a 2-run bomb out there to left center field. And again, for Calallen, they now expand over to 4-0 overall. Now for East, they would get a 2 RBI triple out there from Raylan Steen in the third, making it 4-2, pretty close. But at the end of the day, Calallen would win 8-2 with their senior pitcher, Jordy Thibodeau, having 14 strikeouts last night there to help Calallen get the victory. Now for East, they're looking to rebound in tournament action starting there tomorrow afternoon. Now we go to Victoria West, who faced again Ingleside last night at the U Sports Complex. And this game turned out to be a defensive battle. And again, for the Mustangs, they would win 2-1 overall. Just like Calallen's Thibodeau, the Mustangs pitcher Kylie Ward shutout, having 13 strikeouts in the game and only allowed the Warriors just to 1 hit. And again, for West, they're going to hope to get the offense going there in their tournament action starting tomorrow afternoon in the League City Tournament. This is Max Williams, 25 News Now Sports.
Now to the search for Nancy Guthrie. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio joins us with what authorities are saying.
This morning, the person who says he was detained for questioning in connection with the abduction of Nancy Guthrie has now been released. Investigators focusing on the small town of Rio Rico just south of Tucson, Arizona. Descending upon this home where a court-authorized search was completed overnight, but still no apparent sign of Nancy Guthrie. A woman claiming to be the homeowner spoke with our ABC affiliate KNXV, saying someone called in a tip reporting Guthrie was there.
I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about her. They only said that they gave a tip that she was in my house, and I told them you can go in and search my house. There's nobody there. I have nothing to hide.
She told reporters her son-in-law was the person detained by police, identifying the vehicle in a picture and saying he's a delivery driver in Tucson, but insisting he had nothing to do with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
Detaining people while you're doing a search is not uncommon.
It comes hours after the FBI released new images of a masked man approaching Nancy Guthrie's home the night she was abducted. The video showing the suspect appearing in the entranceway, slowly walking towards the front door, his face covered by a ski mask, wearing gloves and carrying a backpack. Authorities say he was armed with a gun on his waistband.
There was a lot to look at in that video. You were able to see the eyes to a degree. You were able to see how tall approximately how tall he was, approximately what his build was like. All of those indications will help somebody identify that person.
Savannah Guthrie quickly sharing those images on social media, writing, quote, "Someone out there recognizes this person. We believe she is still out there. Bring her home." And sources told ABC News the Guthrie family was shown these images before they were made public and did not recognize the man. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
The Texas A&M Victoria president's goal is to make the university a center of education and connection for the Crossroads community. Dr. Christian Hardigree spoke at Tuesday's partnership meeting about what the role of the A&M Victoria campus means to the area. Her degree says the goal is to have degree programs that are relevant to the needs of the community while staying in a centralized location to help serve students deal with all aspects of college life.
We're really looking at what are the wraparound services we have for students, what are the offerings that we have in terms of the academic programs, but also what is the vibrancy of our campus life? How do students go to a place that beyond belonging, they know they matter?
Some of the new degree plans to be offered include agri-science and aviation, which would include a program in piloting and another in airport management. It's now 6:46 on our Wednesday morning. Still to come on Sunrise. Millions in federal funding head to the Victoria Regional Airport. Control tower upgrades start soon. How local improvements will benefit local travelers. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Want to wish our Princess Alaya a happy 4th birthday from Mom, Mimi, Lala, Tia, Della, and the rest of the family. We hope you have a great day. We love you bunches.
Oh, happy birthday, Alaya. And also happy birthday to our baby sister, Leticia. Have a wonderful day. So much love from Mom, Dad, your 6 sisters, and 2 brothers.
Happy birthday to Sakani. Happy 6th birthday. We love you from Mom, Dad, Gigi, Papa, Sissy, Auntie, and Uncle.
And also happy birthday to our birthday cake winner, Cruz. Cruz, you've got 24 hours to go pick up your cake from Sweet Fountains Bakery. And it's a big happy birthday, Grandma. Love from your grandson, Blake. And we also have another birthday wish for the same Cruz. Happy birthday, Mom. We love you so much. May your day be blessed. Thank you for all you do for each and every one of us. Love always from Tina, Adrian, Larry, Matthew, and all your grandkids.
And happy 5th birthday to Casey. Hope you have a wonderful day. We love you from Nana, Papa, and Daddy.
And also happy birthday to Mark. Hope you have a happy birthday. Love from Dad, Mom, all your siblings. We love you.
Happy birthday to Natalie. Happy 20th birthday, Natalie. Love from Grandma, Martha, and Victor and the family.
Happy birthday, Natalie. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
All right, the time is now 6:48 on our Wednesday morning. Happy birthday if you're celebrating one today.
That's right. Happy birthday, y'all. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. Now, the rain that we're seeing out there this morning, unfortunately, it's not going to do too much to our current drought conditions. We are still 2.5 inches of rain underneath where we're supposed to be at this time of year. In fact, from the beginning of the year to date to right now, February 11th, we've only received 0.8 inches of rain, which is why we are still in extreme drought conditions. That's level 4 out of 5, y'all, in case you didn't know. Now, with our 30% chance of rain, you'll see our totals here in a second. That'll be for the morning time because clouds decreasing will warm us up to 76 in Victoria, 8 degrees above where we're supposed to be. At lows tonight underneath partial cloud cover, 56. I'm thinking that's going to be about 9 degrees above where we're supposed to be. Now, for our rainfall totals, this is over the last 12 hours. You can see most of us saw exactly like what I was talking about. Most of us less than 1/4 of an inch, so not very much rainfall. We did see about 1/4 of an inch right over here west of Bay City with that one moderate shower earlier we were talking about with that red in there, but other than that, you could see we didn't see too much rain, but there is some hope on the horizon. We're looking towards Valentine's Day Saturday, where we have another cool front coming in off of another system, which you'll see in a second. That'll bring us a nice solid 70% chance for scattered thunderstorms around the area. Before that, we're looking warm, highs in the low 80s, and also some morning fog for Friday and Saturday morning. Now, that low system, it's not this one, which just brought us the recent rain. It's this one off the west coast of California. That's going to move over the Rocky Mountains, bring us moisture off the Pacific to work with our best chances for storms, possibly afternoon hours and evening of Valentine's Day. We'll talk more on that later on Sunrise.
The Victoria Regional Airport is making progress toward a new terminal and an upgraded control tower. Commissioners approved upgrades for the airport control tower with federal grants eventually paying for the over $3 million upgrades. Contractors will soon start work, and the county will reimburse itself once the grant money becomes available. Airport Director Lenny Lorena also told commissioners Monday that the Victoria Airport will be eligible to receive $5.5 million from the FAA in 2027. Lorena says that about 15 more will be needed to completely finish the terminal. For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
Ratings for Sunday's Super Bowl and Bad Bunny's halftime show falling just short of last year's game. On average, nearly 125 million tuned in, compared to nearly 128 million in 2025, according to Nielsen's Big Data Plus rating system. Bad Bunny's halftime show averaged more than 128 million viewers, making it the fourth most watched halftime performance. Dancing with the Stars is going beyond the ballroom. Fans will be able to get up close and personal with their favorite pros and celebrities at a new fan convention this summer. DWTS Con kicks off July 31st in Palm Springs, California. We're getting more misty. Stephen King's 1980 novella, The Mist, is being turned into a movie again. The horror story was previously adapted into a 2007 film and 2017 TV series. Now, Mike Flanagan, who's directed multiple King adaptations, will write and direct the creepy tale of a small town engulfed by a mysterious, deadly fog. And happy birthday to Sheryl Crow. The Grammy winner singer-songwriter is 64 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Melissa Adon, ABC News.
Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. Take control of your money. A local nonprofit is offering courses to help residents build better spending habits. The Salvation Army of Victoria started a new free 10-week course. It's called Faith and Finances, and it's taught by Stitch Ministries. It'll help people make a spending plan, manage debt and loans, and prepare for the future. They'll be holding the classes at the Life Enrichment Center at 1306 North Lewis Street. We want to invite you to experience our new digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV, Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And now let's get a final look at our forecast with Parker.
Well, Carolina, we're looking at a little bit of a wet sunrise because we got fog, we got some clouds, and we also have some rain out there this morning. Looking live in southeastern Victoria, you don't see any of that actually, except for the clouds. But if you look real hard, real closely, you see right about here in the middle of the screen. See how it looks a little bit more obscure than the rest of the camera? That right there, I think, is rain falling, because this is looking southeast directly at a shower that is out in the distance, which you'll see that radar here in just a second. But we're starting out the day just a tad cool. I don't even know if you need a jacket this morning. 61 degrees is what we're at in Victoria, but that's matching our dew point, bringing us 100% humidity. And that is bringing us also fog in addition to the rain. You didn't see too much of it on the Victoria camera, but I promise it's out there. So if you're going to be traveling anywhere this morning, we got some patchy fog kind of around the crossroads. Some of it's going to be lighter, some of it's going to be denser. So just stay safe. Now also stay safe because the roads may be a little bit wet. You can see you're looking at your radar again. We're looking at a little bit more activity starting to form in our northern counties as that cool front starts sinking south, but we're going to have more, I think, later this morning, mainly before 11 a.m. That's when we're going to see our best shower activity. 76 will be our high in Port Lavaca. A little bit warmer in Victoria, actually about the same thing, 76 today. And for the rest of this week, well, we will be warmer, highs in the 80s, and then some storms, possibly on Valentine's Day.
All right, Parker, well, thank you so much, and thank y'all for being with us this morning. Be sure to join Shonda, Maclovia, and Max today for 25 News Now at 5 and 10.